Panasonic S1H, what can I say? This camera is a beast. We got our hands on a S1H thanks to Panasonic and Foto Video zum Stein. But before we go to the review, if you ever need gear to buy or rent in Switzerland, Foto Video zum Stein has you covered. We took the S1H to an outdoor test. Everything we shot was in vlog. The dynamic range, slow motion, the internal image stabilization and the autofocus really got our attention. How the camera feels, how well the handling and the weight is when it's rigged is very important to us as well. The camera comes with some very impressive recording formats and codecs. The list is way longer, but those are the ones we are interested in. Everything we shot was in those formats. As always, which one you choose depends on the situation. If you are looking for slow motion, the S1H has you covered. A lot of possibilities. They all work very well. We will shoot most of the time in 4K 50p 10-bit. But to have full HD in 100p in 10-bit including sound is a very nice plus. There is also the option, as on the GH5, to record 180p in 8-bit in full HD. It would have been nice to have 240 or even 300p in 8-bit in full HD. Let's hope for a future firmware upgrade. I'm not a very big fan of autofocus because it often doesn't work, but we were very keen to test it. There are several modes: face, eye, body or animal detection. Or tracking mode, where you choose something in the frame and it will follow. It works remarkably well. If you need to pull manual focus, you'll have the option to choose your focus length on your lens, ranging from 90 degrees up to 360 degrees. This makes it much easier to pull manual focus on a photo lens. This is a game changer, as it's really hard to pull focus on a photo lens. To see how well the S1H performs in low light, it's best to test it in the worst situation you can think of. A disco night. You'll have extreme bright highlights with extreme dark shadows. ISO 20000 is easy usable if you denoise it. And if you have to, you can go up to ISO 51200 to get the shot. But there you'll get some noise and artifacts even after denoising. As we do work a lot on remote locations or high up in the mountains, weight is a very important factor to consider. But instead of just comparing the bodies, we choose to compare the cameras the way we work with it, rigged. The results are rather surprising. In the end, we don't really win or lose on weight. But we will lose some space in our backpacks, but win in format options and image quality. As mentioned before, this camera is a beast. Compared to our GH5s, we really see an upside in jumping ships. What really impressed us was the look and feel of the image in post-production. You can feel the 14+ stops of dynamic range in DaVinci Resolve. The colors, noise and sharpness of the image, very impressive. As we shoot a lot in run and gun style, the autofocus in combination with the internal image stabilization comes in really handy. For sure, the autofocus is not perfect, but in the right situation with the right settings, it will get the shot. But if you need to pull focus manually, then the option of adapting the focus lengths to your likings is a very nice plus. Almost no need for cinema lenses anymore. One of the most important aspects of a camera is the feeling when you work with it in tense and fast situations. That's where the S1H really shines. It lays nice in your hands. In combination with the Panasonic lenses, it's very well balanced. There are a lot of customizable buttons, which are all easily accessible. You can customize them to your likings. The camera is built like a tank. It looks like it can take a hard beating, which it will in our outdoor world. We are more than happy to give up some space in our backpacks in exchange for more format options, more dynamic range, better image stabilization and a usable autofocus. It's basically a no-brainer. It would have been nice to have 4K 100p or a built-in variable ND filter. But those are the two missing points in our opinion. But let's see what the future brings.
Give me that camera.
Wait, that's not my camera.
Now.
But Panasonic will not believe me.